factory where you can turn your pony original characters into real-life toys. Yay, we're so excited! So much paint, so much stuff! Yes, as you can see, we have pony decorations everywhere. We have clay, we have paintbrushes, paint. We have little paper plates so you can paint your ponies and not get the floor dirty. We have examples for names and original characters right here that were made by the creator of this place, Alex. And here we have a lot of paints, all the colors of the rainbow, and here we have all the pony spare parts we can use to make our own pony original characters. So are we ready? Yes, of course! Then let's start. So let me show you with a paintbrush to be my indicator. Well, no, this one is ugly. Let's get, oh, this one is also ugly. All of them are used a lot, so it's okay. We're gonna use, this one, whatever. Let's start. I'm gonna move it with my magic. Ooh. All right, so first what we're gonna do is we can check the walls. See? This is one original character of Alex, that is Cotton Heart. She's very cool. You can take these original characters. This is Golden Ace. See? And then we have names that we can use to inspire ourselves with beautiful ponies. So what else do we have? Once we know what we're gonna do, we go over here and we choose the type of pony. Basically, we choose the body type we want. Tall, short, with wings, without wings, male, female. We have all of these heads that have been stripped of their soul. It's okay, because they were already toys that were like, okay, this is falling apart. It's okay. Stay in your place, please. Thank you. Anyways, we are going to choose whatever head we want, whatever body we want, and we even have wings, and these are neck plugs over here. We can't really see them, but yeah. So we're gonna choose whatever we want to make our character. Then we're gonna go over here and we're gonna, well, actually first, we're gonna take our clay and we're gonna use one of the paper plates to basically start molding the clay onto the pony because we're gonna make their hair and stuff. And we're gonna use this water right here to just mold the clay, and this if we wanna do any interesting edges. After that, we are gonna let them dry, and after they're dry, we're gonna take these paints, okay? And we are going to paint, whoop, I forgot I was supposed to be pointing with this. We're gonna take any paint, we even have gold paint and even paint I have in the back, so you can choose whatever you want. And then we're gonna paint them on top of this beautiful plate, this rainbow dash plate. And then we're gonna be done. So any questions? No. Okay, perfect, then let's start. So, Elsa, Anya. Let's start with Anya. Okay, so what do you think you want to do? I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical. I don't really know what I want to do. Do you not have any original characters you want? Not really. I mean, no, I don't really know. Well, you could get inspiration by any of the names or by any of the characters. Well, oh, I really like this character, Cotton Heart. She's really cute, and I really like her name. And she's really cute and adorable, and yeah, she's amazing. She's my favorite out of these two. All right, good. So you want to do Cotton Heart? Yes, she's adorable. So, also she reminds me of someone I know. So basically, I guess I'm just gonna have to get a Pegasus body and a Pegasus head. All right, Anya, then go and let's see. Pick two. Okay. Let's start with the head. Ooh, let's see what heads we have. We have like a male unicorn head. We have, oh, this one is definitely tattooed. Interesting. This one, oh, the horn has been cut off. I guess it's because they want a tall earth pony. This one's orange. Interesting. These ones are interesting. They're very pink. I think I'm gonna get a pink head. So let's get a pink head. Let's get it. Perfect. And I'm gonna put it right here. Perfect. And now I need to get the Pegasus body. So let's get the Pegasus body right there. Perfect. And look, they match with skin color. Okay, now let's go back to Elsa. Elsa. All right. Hi, I got my things. Hi. Well, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to think now. I mean, Candy Swirl does sound cool. I mean, I would make a character for myself, but I don't really know. Okay, I think I want to make my own original character. Let's look at the names. Wow, Golden Ace is really cool. Wow, he's amazing. Oh, and I also really like the playing cards he has. Interesting. Ooh, let's see. Oh, wow. Snowdrop is definitely a name for me. Midnight is so cool. And look at those colors. Cotton Heart is definitely adorable. She's so cute. Sweetie Plum, sounds really cool, but sounds like something Anya would rather do. I just realized these two things are stuff that Anya would rather do, and these two things are stuff that I'd rather do. Let's do Snowdrop. I feel like I'm going to make myself into a pony. So let's do Snowdrop. I'm going to make her a Pegasus. All right, let's see. For Pegasus bodies, we either have... Whoa, this one is really tattooed. Oh, interesting. Oh, what happened here? Whoa. Okay, that's, interesting. Ooh, look, it's squishy. Best not squish that. We have a tall unicorn, well, male unicorn base, tall, alicorn, well, tall, actually not alicorn anymore, but yeah, I think I'm going to choose this one because it's a Pegasus and it's not pink because it's going to be easier to paint blue. So I'm going to take this body and this head and then we're just going to go over there. Okay. I got my head, I got my body, and I'm ready to roll. Woo! Huh. Guess we're both doing Pegasuses. Pegasus? I don't know. Oh. Pegasi. I don't know. I guess it's that. So, let's start by taking these paper plates. One for me and one for you. Ah, thank you, good maiden. Oh, no worries, good lady. Anyways, now we're going to take our air dry clay. As we can see, it's air dry. And, whoa, this is hard. And we're going to use this clay, but we're going to make it softer now. It's not going to be as hard. And, yeah, we're going to soften it up, and we're going to use it to make the hair and everything of the ponies. Woo! So we have the clay out, and I'm going to start by Cotton Heart. I'm going to make sure I see this as a reference because I have it right behind me. So I'm actually going to start with, I don't know if I should start with the hair or the tail, but I'm going to break off a little bit of this, and we're kind of going to start with the tail. So I'm going to take a little bit of water, get it wet, and then we're, oh, that looks interesting. And we're going to just kind of massage the clay. We're actually going to plop it in the water and then plop it out of the water. So the clay is actually a bit more easier to work with. A bit more easier. Wow, Anya, that's a really good way to speak. Wow. And that's why I didn't repaint my nails to do this because, yeah, we're gonna have slightly a bit of paint on us. So we're just gonna try and do the base shape for now for the tail of Cotton Heart, and we're just gonna like that. And as you can see, we're just gonna kind of try to do the base for the tail. You're gonna look and yeah, whoa. That is pretty good. We're just going to make sure it aligns, and then we're going to actually cut it. Like, well, not cut it. I don't know why I said cut it. We're actually then going to, like, remove the, like, we're going to remove the tail. We're going to make sure, like, it just sticks well. Okay, perfect. Like that, as you can see. I like the shape of that. I'm happy with that. So we're going to leave it like that. And we're now going to start shaping because now I know that we can just do whatever we want, kind of like that. We can kind of make a little bit of like 3D little hairs like that, like little pieces. And we can get this piece wet and just like this very moldable. It's very easy to like touch and stuff. So we're just going to make different pieces of the tail. And after this, we're also going to make sure we still like the way the tail looks, like that. So we're going to make sure that this is like strong and just like that. Ooh, it's going to look like a diva. And like that. Ooh, perfect. Whoa, okay, there we go, and we're just gonna do like 3D, kind of like stuff on here just so it kind of sticks like that. We're maybe gonna like stick that into 2 and do that maybe a little bit. Whoa, I did not know I was this good with my hands. Like that. We're gonna kind of make sure it just looks, see that, how that looks like natural and stuff. Well, we're gonna like look at it again. Yes, I like that. Okay, good. It's kind of like trial and error. Look how pink my hands are. Wow. Okay, it's okay. It's okay if at first it looks really sloppy and weird and wonky. The whole process is just, everything is trial and error. Everything with clay painting is all trial and error. So it's okay if something doesn't come out great. We're just needing to kind of just do this and like that. Perfect. We're going to take a little bit more and do an extra stray hair, like upwards maybe, like that. And it's okay if we can see the separation between the clay and the tail, because we're just going to texture it now. So it's absolutely silly to be like, oh, there's like something which I don't like how it looks and stuff. Well, it's okay because we're literally going to like make it better now. So we're just gonna, we're gonna remove that clay from there. Gonna make more lines like that. And we're just gonna, whoa, that is a big line. That is huge. We're just gonna continue. Whoa, this is really huge. Anyways, it's okay. We're just gonna, whoa, like that. And then we're going to smooth it out, but basically all we really want is for it to have a nice, good texture, like that. And even on the back, even like down here and stuff, we're still going to make it like, you know, like that. Let's see. Whoa. That's a very cool. Careful not to go too deep because it could, you know, yeah. Let's just continue. There we go. Wow. Perfect. Whoa, let's just touch it a little bit more. And like that, over here, over there, over everywhere. And I really think this tail would be done, honestly. Let's check it on the pony. Definitely, that tail is something. Ah! Careful with the tail. It could break. I'm also going to make it a little bit more curved. You got to curve it upwards. All right, there we go. That's how I like it. All right, and we're just going to, that's perfect. Okay, now we're just going to leave it on the plate to dry. We're going to take another one for like stuff that's not drying. So this is the stuff that's drying, the stuff that's not drying. Now we should actually take a pony model to model the hair. We're going to start with her bangs. And I kind of want it to look like this. Okay, not this bad, but okay. You understand. We're gonna, by the way, you might be asking, why did we, like, why are these things, like, why are the hair things removed if we are doing it over with, you know, clay? Well, the answer is that I don't want it. Well, probably you, yes, I know that if we had left, like, if we had left just the clay there, well, the hair there, the clay would have had a harder time sitting on top, and it would just be really weird and awful. So the process for modeling these hairs is pretty easy. We just kind of need to like do the shape, like the rough shape of what we want, and just like put it there, like wherever we want it to go. Okay, that's not how I want it to go. But we're just gonna put it wherever we want it to go. Like, for example, like that. We're going to stick one like that, and it has to finish like that, right? We want that to finish, well, actually, we want stuff to finish like that. But anyways, we're going to use this here, actually. You might be thinking, oh, but it's on top, and you see the separation. Yeah, that's the point. We need it to be seen as separate. So, yeah. Woo, like that. We're just going to add some little more sections, you know, some more interesting sections to this whole thing. Make sure, okay, with clay, we have to also think that it's pretty heavy. So, yeah, if this pony doesn't have probably a base or something, it's gonna fall. So we gotta think about that. We're gonna do the base for this side of the hair. Maybe not that big, but like it's too huge. It doesn't fit. But maybe we can like leave that there. I'm just trying to like make this into 3D, something that's 2D, because I'm used to like coloring and drawing, but I'm not used to making things in 3D that were 2D. So we're gonna make another hair thing going here, like that. And it's just really easy, honestly. I thought working with clay was going to be 10 times harder. We're also going to merge these two and make them like one singular hair, just so it's more, you know, nicer. This is going to look really ugly when we're done, but it's okay because we're going to paint over this, so it's not going to look as ugly. Now, I don't like insulting the clay, okay? I'm not insulting the clay, it's literally looking ugly. But it's supposed to look like that. We're going to use this, and we're going to give her, like, just this little bang right here. Like that. Woo! That's a cute little bang. Anyways, we're going to make sure the ear is visible, too. And we're just going to give her this little, like, cute swirl over here. Her name, instead of Cotton Heart, should be, like, Swirly Heart or something like that. Aw, she's so cute. Anyways, we're just gonna give her this hair like that. We gotta make that pretty long. So now we're just gonna put her here, and we're gonna use a tiny, tiny, tiny part of this clay. I'm gonna drop it in the water. Oh no, that is too wet now. It's so wet. Oh, it's incredibly wet. It's okay. Wet clay is always the best clay. And we're going to give her more bangs like that. They're a bit big, they're a bit huge for my liking, but it's okay, you know, bigger is always better. So, yeah, it's okay. We're just gonna continue, and we gotta like smooth this out a lot. It is not smooth in the slightest. Wow. Like that. We're just gonna smooth that out and make sure that hits the end. So it's one singular piece, and we're going to take this remodeling clay, and we're just going to clean that section out. Perfect. Okay, good, good. We're cleaning out the section because we do know that, of course, once we're done, this will be dry, so we cannot get this wet after. So, yeah. We got to make sure everything's smooth because we might have to sand it, but okay, it's fine. Anyways, here we have the first side. I think it's looking pretty good, but we're not done, of course. We need to add smaller sections to the hair. Like, we're just going to make a smaller section to the hair, like that. We're just going to roll a little thing, and we're just going to give it smaller sections. And, of course, that looks like a normal section, right? But we're just going to continue doing this until we're done. Okay, as we can see, my hands are absolutely horrible. The absolution of horrible. And we can see that this pony is finally done. We did the front part, the side. I'm being really careful with turning this pony. The back, and we just did everything, which was very long. So we had to use the power of editing to, you know, make it a little bit shorter. And of course, we have the pony. The pony's tail right here, which can rest on its side perfectly fine. But the head can't, so we need to do some magic. We need to take a paintbrush, put the head inside the paintbrush. I know it looks weird, I know it looks scary. And we're gonna put the paintbrush in here. Please don't fall. We're just gonna leave that head right there to dry. If it falls, it'll fall onto the plate. There we go. Ugh, my hands are horrible. Anyways, we can salvage this and, I don't know, make her a little accessory or something. We can, I don't know, make her, I forgot this. Oh no. It's fine. It wasn't gonna stay on anyways. Air dry clay is really hard and super, like, yeah, heavy, so it's okay. I think we might be able to put this inside of her. Just, let's see if it'll fit. It's a bit big. But if we add like extra weight to the body, it might be better. Because if we add weight to the body, it means that she will like balance better because she will be heavier. So we're just gonna give her more weight so the hair and the tail can balance like that. We're just gonna put that in there and like that. We're perfect. Well, it's inside and it's never gonna see the light of day ever again. It's staying inside. Yeah, like that. Okay, there we go. And we just gave this a little bit more, you know, heaviness. As we can see with the ponies, it's like, well, yeah. I don't know if you can see, but this one is a lot heavier than this one. Well, yeah, I don't know. It's heavier. Please, it's okay. This body, that head, and yay! Welcome to part 2 of the Pony Factory, where today we will be painting this pony here. I'm so excited. So in part 1, we molded all of the hair. As you can see, it's very, very cool. It's got some slight cracks over here, but it's okay. I think we won't be able to tell with the paint. We have the tail all done and ready to go, and the body too. So now we can start painting. This is my pony, and Elsie's gonna do her pony later. Yep, in another video, we're gonna get to see how I do my pony. I'm so excited. It looks so cool, and the head even stands on its own, and it's so cool, and I'm so excited to paint this pony. Oh, she's gonna look so cool. By the way, I'm doing Cotton Heart over here, which is an original character of Alex's, so I'm so excited. And I'm just gonna start painting her. So how should we start? Oh, basically, you should definitely start with painting all the base, like white acrylic paint for all the base, and then you can start painting colors once you've got like a solid base. Okay, sounds good. So we're gonna take our paint, we're gonna smash it hard. Whoa, there we go. It's well mixed. Whoa, that is big paint crusts. We're just going to remove the paint crusts. Oh, getting paint all over my hand. We're just going to put a little bit of white paint here like that. And we're going to dilute it just a little bit with our paintbrush. Right here, we're going to take some water over there. Just a little bit. And then we're just going to like mix it with the water. Just a little bit diluted with water, just so it's like, you know, a bit more like a wetter consistency, like that. Oh, nice and wet. Okay, perfect. And we're going to start by the head, and we're going to paint the head on top of this, like tool, so then we can use like the same tool to hold the head. So like this, we're just going to start painting the head like that. It has a little bit of air bubbles, but that's okay because they will go away. We're just going to start painting the whole head, honestly, just like that. We just want to paint. It's very easy. Just paint. Honestly, that's it. We just start covering the whole head in white paint like this, and then the body will still be pink. So why are we covering the pink part? Well, we're covering the pink part because we're going to make the pink a lot lighter than this pink, and also because we need to, like, you know, give it a base before we actually start painting, especially for the eyes and stuff. We do need a base, so we're just going to continue painting that in. And make sure, especially the hair, with so many little sections, is all covered in paint. Like this. And we're also going to try to cover those cracks with a lot of paint. So yeah, just like that. Okay, so the base for the head is painted. Now we're going to use the white to paint the tail and the body. Perfect! The base is painted. Now what do we do? Well, now, of course, we start painting with color. We just have to wait for this to dry, and then we can start painting with our colors. Great! Well, Anya, I have to choose what colors I want. So I think I'll pick pink. This pink, but I'll have to add a bunch of white to it, so we'll leave the white here. And I'm also going to need like maybe like a turquoise blue, like this turquoise. But lighten it a lot. And then yeah, I think that's honestly it. All right, great. And then you're gonna have to do the eyes, obviously. Yeah, the eyes are gonna be hard, but it's okay. I'll be able to do it. That's the spirit. So we finally finished the base color for the head. We're doing pink. So we're going to start painting. So we're just going to take this paintbrush and we're just going to start applying color, making sure to not touch the hair in any moments. We're just going to paint the head pink. Now the paint is still a little wet, but as we literally added white to the mixture, it's okay. It's not that bad. We're just going to kind of paint the ears now. We're gonna add a little bit of pink here, there, a bit everywhere. We're just gonna use this little small one. It's not that small, but it's at least smaller than the big one. So we're just gonna, this is the first coat, so it's okay if we kind of mess up a little bit, but I would prefer to not mess up. It's pretty easy because there's a lot of hair molded in, so I can hold pretty much. No, not there, not there, not there. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. We can paint over that. I forgot we can paint over that. We definitely need to paint over that. It's kind of, yeah. Ooh, I gotta be more careful with painting this pony. So I think this is watered down. Oh no, this is not watered down. I don't think so. Okay, better. That's better. Yeah, the paint was not watered down. Whoops. Yeah, I'm just gonna water it down a little bit more. Water down the sections that have already been painted. Because, yeah, we just need it watered down. Because if not, it will not end up being smooth. So, yeah. This is gonna need a lot more coats than just one. Just putting it out there. We're not just gonna be able to go off this first coat. But I think about 3 coats will seal the deal. I think it won't be that hard to finish the pink on this custom. I think it'll be pretty easy, pretty nice, pretty good, yeah. I think so. We're just gonna do that. Oh, okay. I'm touching the ear that I'm not supposed to touch, like that. We're just gonna. Yep. Okay, and we're going to finish with this ear that we now cannot touch any of the supposed pink sections of the hair, of the head. And now we got to be really, really careful with how we paint. This is really, really hard. Wow. Okay, like that. And we're going to put it on a paintbrush again and let it dry. There, I know it looks a little bit creepy, but it's okay. It's just a painted My Little Pony head. Now, as we did the base so watery, we can already add this kind of like first coat of pink. Now, I think I added too much water to the pink, but it's okay. If it's watered down, it will look a lot smoother. I'm kind of scared the head won't look smooth, but it's okay because it's literally my first ever custom, okay? I've never customized a pony before, so it's my first ever custom. I'm just going to kind of be like a little bit softer on myself on how this is going to look because I don't even know how it's going to look. We were supposed to do the hair, I think, with actual pony hair, but obviously this workshop does not have a rerooting tool or anything. Whoa. So, yeah, we weren't like able to use a rerooting tool. We don't have new hair to add to the ponies and everything. So also the styles are pretty hard to do. So it's just a better idea overall to, just kind of do like clay hair, which makes it harder for us to like paint the pony because we gotta like look at the clay hair. But it's okay. Shh. I'm used to doing like cosplay props, so it's okay. Wow, Anya, you cosplay? Yeah, so does Elsa. It's very cool and it's a very nice art form. Oh, it sure is, yeah. like that. Okay, it's very nicely painted. Now we're just going to wait for it to dry. All right, guess who finished the final coat of this, of this beautiful model pony head? Me! And now we're gonna do the hair, the tail, well, the mane, the tail, and then we're gonna do a little mark over here. So we're gonna start with the tail, because first we wanna make sure that this is actually the color we wanna work with. So we're gonna take the rainbow dash plate right here. We're not gonna use this plate for eating, by the way. Do not use this for eating. But yeah, okay, whoa. We're gonna start by adding some white, well, a lot of white actually, to the plate. And then we're gonna add some turquoise. Whew, there we go. And we're gonna make it really light turquoise, like really super light turquoise. Like we want the lightest shade possible of turquoise. And we're going to mix them both together and see what color we get. We got this color. It's very perfect. Okay, perfect. Let's just start with the mane. So we're going to start by painting the mane, and whoa, accidentally painted the ear. Okay, so we're just going to like start really carefully painting. And honestly, if it all goes well, we could probably get away with only doing like 2 coats. If all goes well, I repeat, if all goes well. So yeah, of course we gotta think that there's a lot of pink that seeped onto the white parts meant for the mane. So we just gotta be really careful. And yeah, we just gotta do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, just a little bit. Gotta be really careful because we're not doing more coats for the skin of the pony. We're just gonna do coats for the mane. So, oh, whoops. Touching the mane, aren't I? Okay, so I should be grabbing on I could grab onto here. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab on like this. And we're just gonna continue painting. Okay, we gotta take it off my finger, but this, oh wow, that is one red finger. This is the final look for the hair. So I'm just gonna let it dry over there right now, like that. And we're going to color, we'll paint the tail. And after we're done with the tail, we're gonna go back to the hair. And well, yeah, basically if the hair has done drying and it looks like it needs another coat, we're gonna add another one, and we're probably only gonna need another coat. And then maybe we might do some touch-ups with the pink paint, but I really strongly doubt it because, yeah, it will never fully be perfect, but still, it's okay. So we're just gonna paint everything we can with this blue paint. We're just gonna whoop like that, then pop it on the plate, and we're just gonna just boop it like that. We're just gonna paint it like that, whoa, and now it's gonna turn around, whoa, and there we go. And we're gonna let it dry too. And there we go. Now we wait for it to dry. Okay, the paint on her has fully dried, and do you see that? Whoa, that is such a nice head of hair. And you can't really see the cracks that well now, so it's perfect. I also forgot that, as you can see in the drawing, her wings, the outer part of her, of these little like feathers, are actually blue, well, turquoise. Her tail's also turquoise, did her tail. So now we can add a little bit more of like, I should probably match these two a little bit better. So I'm going to make a lighter shade for this to do one last coat. And then we're going to start actually sketching the face. So yay! Let's start with that. Well, first, we're obviously going to start with the wings. And I actually found a paint palette, so now we can do that with a paint palette. I'm going to use this, going to open it up. Going to add a bunch of turquoise. And then same with white, but a lot more white. I really need to buy more white. There we go. I think that's it. And now we mix. All right, and while we mix, we just gotta think about this beautiful pony. Like, look at her. She is so cool. Like, wow. Like, honestly, I can't believe I'm making this. Like, I never thought I was gonna be able to do a pony this cool. But it seems that, yeah, I can. So never give up on yourself. So I'm just mixing this color. As you can see now, it's a lot more pastel. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that. Make sure to like remove some of the paint so we can go very carefully in there. Because we're not going to do another cut. So we got to be really, really careful about which feathers we touch. Like that. See that? That's how we want it to look. Because we don't have the color mixed, so we cannot go back in with the pink. So I'm just making sure we get that real good. Like that. It's very, very delicate. So I'm going to do the very like the nooks and crannies I'm going to do with another brush, a very small brush, not just this one, but like a very super small brush. So we're just going to use this blue to do that. And then we're going to do it on the other wing, and then we might do the hooves. I'm thinking of doing the hooves. All right, it looks like we finished the body. So as we can see, what we have in the body right here is, well, let me focus it more on the body. We have the wings perfectly painted. Okay, great, right? We've got to be careful because here we added a little mark, little heart-shaped mark, like that. I'm going to give it a second coat right here, right now. Just a little second coat like that. Okay. We're going to make sure it's symmetrical, it's nice. There we go, perfect. And the hooves even have 2 colors on them. And I just think the wings are absolutely perfect. And the details are so pretty. So we got to do the tail because the head actually, I'm going to grab it real quick. But the head, we did some shading. Not that much, honestly. Shading takes a long time and it's kind of boring. So that's why I didn't show you guys. But yep, as you can see, it's kind of shaded with different tones of turquoise. So it just looks pretty good now, and it looks kind of like better because it's, I don't know, it feels like more 3D maybe, you know. It doesn't look that flat. So we're going to leave that to dry again, and now we're going to finish with adding some little details to the tail. Like some lines here and there. I don't know, like some pretty like line work. For example, one line. Okay, wow, that scared me. You gotta be careful with the body because she's like just painted. She's just finished painting. So we're just gonna do some little lines on the tail. Not that much, you know, just a few lines, a few little things. Okay, like that, just like that, like that. Just very, you know, cutesy. Just like that. Just lines, honestly. Just giving it like the 3D vibe, honestly. And then we do those lines like that because it's easier to do. And there we go. And now we can get the darker color and just like put it over and stuff and just give it the 3D feel. Like that. And now we're going to wait for it all to dry. And once it all dries, what are we going to do next, Elsa? The face! Exactly, the face. The most terrifying component of this, the face. I'm terrified. But it's okay because we just need to sketch out the eyes. Okay, we're going to first sketch out the eyes. Then what we're going to do with the eyes is we're going to just paint them white. Okay, we're going to do the eye whites. We're going to give it a few coats. Then we're going to do the eye color. And then we're going to do the pupils. And after we're done doing that, we're going to add the black or whatever color we're going to use for the lashes and stuff. So for the lash line, we're going to use probably a darker pink or something, just so it isn't black, you know, or maybe some brown. I don't know, but we're going to do that. And yeah, let's wait for this to dry. Okay, well, as we know, this is all dry now, but now we need to do the face, which is going to be absolutely horrendous to do. Oh, that doesn't focus. Let's get it to focus. Okay, let's start by removing this plate right here, and let's start kind of sketching out the face. Now, I want her to have like slightly downturned eyes, but to only get to like maybe here, and we're gonna make it symmetrical like that. I think that's pretty symmetrical. Yeah. And then we're gonna make it start over here, just like this over here. Yeah, like right here. And then we're going to just maybe start the eye, and maybe we're gonna like do an arch over here, like this. And we're gonna do like that, just like that. Like that. We're going to make it very round, very nice, and we're going to do 3 lashes. Like that. And then over here, we're going to do just 1 little tiny lash with 2 little sub lashes. And I think that is it. I mean, I think we can start painting it in now. So perfect. Let's start, because now we have, you know, the face. And I am so terrified. But I kind of like went off of Fluttershy vibes, like that. I kind of used Fluttershy's eye as a reference. But as you can see, it's not that low. It's kind of higher, and it's like more like in a worried expression, but not that worried. You know what I mean? Anyways, we're going to start with the white paint, and we're going to start kind of doing the face. So wait a minute, I'm just going to pour the white paint in a little bit, just a little bit, not that much. So we're just going to take a teensy bit of white paint, and we're going to fill in the eye where it has to be filled in, like that. Just gonna cutely fill in the eye. So we're gonna make sure we can still see those lines, because they're very important. As you can see, we're just going off of the shape that we already have marked into the plastic. And we're going to be very careful with this eye, because one slight mishap and we're done for. So yeah, I think this is a pretty good eye shape. Like that. We could maybe do a little bit more like that. I think that's a really good eye shape. And I think we're going to leave it like that. Kind of going to make sure the eye is nice and, you know, done. And now we're going to do, like this. The eye is nice and done. And now we're going to do the other side. Now that I think about it, I don't know if I'm going to do the lines with this brush. I might do it with another brush, or even leave them in pencil. I don't know. But yeah, let's go. All right, look at our pony already. Well, we only have to glue the hair, well, the head to the body, and the tail to the body too. But as you can see, this is how she will look. Oh, whoops. Don't want that breaking. As you can see, she's absolutely precious. Ah, I love her. Okay, now what we have to do is paint in the irises. I think that's what they're called. Basically, the colored part of the eye. And we're actually going to take a My Little Pony for reference. Okay, this Cadence, for example, is looking to the front. See? Both eyes are looking frontward. This Rainbow Dash, which is also prepared, is also looking forward. This Rarity too. So we're going to make her eyes just face forward. So let's do that really quick. That is a very pretty eye color. I think it'll suit her so well. So we're just going to kind of make the drawing on the irises, where we want the iris to go. Like that, kind of. See? And that is how we will paint in the irises. Looking to the front, like that. We don't really have to paint that much because it will be covered by the pupil. But see, that's kind of what we want. That's what we're going for, kind of like that. See? That's how we want it to look. Perfect, green, very pretty. And then we're going to do the same with the other side. We got to make sure we've got the same kind of like everything. So this is going to be pretty hard, so we're going to do it now. All right, the irises are dry. Now it's time for the scary part, the pupils. We're going to do it with black, so it's going to be extra scary. So we're just going to shake that up. And oh, that's a big drop. Okay. We're going to use that, and we're going to put in a little teensy bit of water, just a little bit, just to kind of, you know, make this more wet. And we're going to go in with black. And we're going to do, let me make sure there's no weird water on that, and we're just going to do the irises, like right here. We're going to end the irises. And we're just going to go like that. And once we've got the circles done, we're going to do the lashes, which is going to be the hardest part. And I'm really genuinely scared for that, but it's okay. But I think we can, like, just do a small lash line like that. Perfect, that lash line looks pretty good. Guess who did this perfectly? Me! Oh, it looks so good. It's a bit asymmetric, but it's okay. It's the first time I ever do pony eyes. So I'm really happy. And now we can just add the eye whites in. Well, not the eye whites are already in, but we're gonna add the little eye shines. And once we're done with the eye shines, we can put the head on top of the body. Oh, she's gonna look so cute. And then the tail on top of the body. Oh, that's the wrong way around. The tail can also go on top of the body like this. So, as you can see, she's adorable. We just, you know, need to finish her. But it's okay. We just need to wait for the black to dry. And I'm going to take, I don't know, I'm not really going to use hot glue, I think. Hot glue isn't that reliable. But I don't really know what else to use if I don't use hot glue. So, yep, I don't know what I'm going to do. I might just, because normal glue takes a lot to dry. And I don't think I'll be able to wait that long by holding a tail like this. I mean, like that, it could dry like this. Honestly, this would be a pretty good way to dry it. I think this would be this would be a pretty good way to have it dried. Although it would be sideways, but I mean, it's okay. And then her head can just normally stand on her body. Oh, she's gonna be so cute once we're done with her. Hey, I have a really good idea. Instead of just doing normal little dots, we're gonna use our dotting tool for this. But instead of doing normal ones, why don't we do that one as a heart? Okay, sounds good. Okay, so we're gonna take our pony head. We're gonna take our nail dotting tool, and we're just gonna do 2 dots. Okay, one is gonna be down here. And one is going to be heart-shaped up here, like that. Oh, she's so cute already. And one is going to be down here. Whoops, I need the paint for that. One is going to be down here. Oh, it needs to be bigger. There we go. And one is going to be heart-shaped up here. Oh, that is so asymmetrical. Oh, no. Okay, the good thing is that it's on top of black paint. So black paint can be very easily fixed. Oh, white paint can't. So we can just very easily repaint the black section. The white sections are very difficult to repaint. So we're just gonna repaint that out. No, don't put white on the brush, put black on the brush. There we go. Perfect. Now we just have to wait for this to dry, and once this dries, we can redo the eye white, and if the eye white, well, if the little eye shine looks ugly again, then we can redo the eye shine again, but oh well. We're just gonna wait for it to dry really quick, and while we wait for it to dry, I'm gonna get the glue. All right, now that we've done the other little eye shine, we can now finally, the time has come to build her. So we're gonna start by the neck. So we're gonna see how we wanna permanently position this head. So we could permanently position her front facing or side facing. But I think I prefer front facing as it's like easier to do things with a front facing pony. So we're going to take our glue right here. We're gonna pour a little bit of glue over here like that. It's just normal school glue. And then we're gonna take our paintbrush that we do not need anymore because this paintbrush is gonna end up full of glue. So yeah, you gotta think that you will not be painting with this paintbrush ever again. We're just gonna lightly touch it with glue like that. Very lightly. We're gonna do one side and then the other to make sure that the glue just kind of sticks on like that. Perfect. And then we're just going to position the head exactly as we want it. I think that's good enough. There she is. Perfect. She's so cute. We just need to do the tail now, which I think can stand on its own. Would it be better if, well, I don't really know if I want it to like stay like that. Actually, that looks pretty cute. I think we can make it stay like that. So we're going to do the same for the tail. Oh no, the paintbrush is already drying. It's okay. We're just going to fill this with glue. Filled to the brim with glue. And then we're just going to put the tail wherever we want it to go. Like that. Perfect. And now we just have to wait for all of this to dry. And once it all dries, it's gonna be done. She's all dry and whoa, she's so beautiful. This is the first side. Okay, we still need to wait for this to dry, but it's okay. She's almost dry. See? It stays on. It just needs to be a little bit more like inclined upwards, but it's okay. Her wings are absolutely precious. Her eyes are beautiful. Her hair is super three-dimensional and super cool. Her head is stuck firmly onto her body. The back of her wings looks perfect. Her little mark is here. And her eyes are actually really symmetrical for what I was hoping. She's very, very cute. I love her. And well, Cotton Heart is done. I mean, we still have to do her little glasses. I don't really know how I'll do them. But yeah, maybe that we can make accessories in another video. So here she is, all done. I absolutely love how Cotton Heart turned out. Anyways, guys, we really hope you like this video. Bye-bye. And if you want to see more customs, stay tuned. Bye.